So we can go to Byzantium 2 or we can go to Scylla. Scylla has most of our missions, so... Eridanos. AG211. Eridanos. Halcyon's second Jovian gas giant. Its atmosphere is rich with hydrogen, helium, and various noble gases. Distillation plants in the atmosphere harvest these gases for energy. As well as Typhon, an uninhabitable icy planetoid at the edge of the Halcyon system. Typhon, rather, has nothing to offer the Halcyon colony. Olympus, the largest of the two Jovian gas giants. Perpetual storms rack the planet's atmosphere, rendering it uninhabitable. And Tartarus. Named for its heritage atmosphere, Tartarus is where the board maintains maximum security penal colony known as the Labyrinth. Got it. Let's go to Scylla. There's actually already 2 different locations here. Fine, let's go to that one. Could go to Byzantium to get Body a nice rest.
Scylla.
I could do that, but I have the majority of my quests at Scylla, so it's more efficient, I think, to go to Scylla first.
Good luck, Captain.
Much appreciated, Donna. Alright. Scylla. Well, one thing I know is Vicar Max wants to come out here, because Vicar Max has the completion of one of their missions here. I also think Nyoka has one of her missions completed here. I didn't upgrade Nyoka's gun. Ugh. I didn't tinker it at the right time. I'm dumb. Still take him. Whew. That's real pretty. Felix is needed for the other Scylla location. Is needed for the... Ooh. Like, if I could turn my shadows rendering up, this would be really, really pretty. But just to make sure that it doesn't overstress the computer and then suddenly start looking awful, I can't do that. Pungent Primal Behemoth. That is Nyoka's quest, right? They're pretty damn far to be rendered. I'm not seeing marauders around. Oh, that's the place that he asked me to go to for the companion quest. Oh, perfect. Insert captain's identification cartridge to initiate remote landing.
If I were a hermit, I'd choose to live on a desolate rock orbiting the middle of nowhere.
If I were a companion to someone holding as big a gun as this, I'd choose not to be a sarcastic asshole. Yeah, just differences between people, I think. Increase hack skill when Max is in the party. Could do. Max is up close and personal, right? Shotgun and stuff. So threat generated and base health seem like good ideas, though. Combat effect duration, don't need that. Melee damage, definitely don't need that. Armor rating, give you that, though. Science weapon damage. You're not using a science weapon. I don't think it's likely you do. I don't really want to put one in tier 3. So if I put another one in tier 1, I unlock tier 4, right? Extra threat generated. So you would be taking the hits. I'm fine with that. Showtime, extra damage after you do your effect. May as well. And then the final one. Yeah, that's not going to be fine. Stand your ground. +3 armor rating for 10 seconds. Stacks 3 times whenever they take damage. So effectively just 9 extra armor. Not bad. Not bad. 9 extra armor that initially ignores the first shot, though. Alright. Level you with those. Nyoka. Extra lie when she's in the party. Vic Max is your favorite companion? I mean... How is it not Pavati? I think it's actually legitimately illegal for your favorite companion in this game not to be Pavati. I don't make the rules. Reload speed extra, yeah, it's just generally a good idea for you. Alright, we should be fine. First time I find a workbench, though, I'm going to try and tinker the hell out of a weapon. The world's loudest noise. All right. Well, at least we get more level up. It's the drug addiction withdrawal that's got me lower on that. So I don't need to go into lockpick or hack. I mean, it is just stealth that I wanted to go for right now anyway. Primarily, at least. Fine. I just want to get to 100 stealth so that I can blow up everyone instantly. Is that too much to ask? Hey, John. How was D&D? Ambidextrin. Much appreciated. That one's actually useful for me. I wish I had enough consumables that I could actually just pop them into the auto-inhaler and then auto-inhale before I start a battle, but then I would be taking drugs before I start a battle, which would decrease my damage by 20%. I kind of like the whole set it and forget it situation we've got going at the moment. And here I was hoping that was going to lead to a secret. Damn. Actually, it may still do, like, something that hasn't spawned there yet because we haven't started a quest. As a bloody wholesome simulator, I mean Outer Worlds going, no, you were right the first time. It's going pretty well. I just completed the quest for the oh, I guess that's just like a straight up actual barrier from the outside. I just completed the resolution of the quest on Monarch between MSI and... Ooh. Tiny little sprats. Between MSI and the Iconoclasts. Unfortunately, the way that I'd completed killing Graham a while ago locked me out of actually getting them to work together. So instead I gave the entire colony to the Iconoclasts. And I had to personally kill Sanja, which hurt a lot. I love you too, Lord. Speaking of, Silly, thank you very much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Lord Magi. Much appreciated. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic, Lord Magi. Magi. I'm gonna go with Lord. I should be able to open and finish these fights in single shots. Hey, that's Soboy. Good to see you. Come on.
Perfectly executed.
Perfectly executed. Wait for them to lose a little bit more. I just don't want to aggro everyone at the same time and then end up having to fight on too many different fronts. Primal Brute, please turn around. Come on. Before the Mega Primal, the absolute least. It's a very slight angle, but we managed to get it.
Got him.
Damn it. I forgot that we don't have Felix with it at the moment, so we don't have drop kicks.
The strong survive and the weak perish.
Vicar. Damn.
Don't mess with us.
It's significantly stronger than you, don't worry. Shuren's straight barrel. It's the second time I've actually even seen that one. This was garbage though. You wanted Lord Madicart, but it was already taken. I mean, a name like that, it'll have to be. Taking these mag picks that I definitely don't need at any point. Heavy construction gear. Mr. Power? Plasma on a melee weapon. Yeah, that could be useful. Can you use the emotes? Yeah, you can. Rhapsody 5 and then the emote list under it. Very, very happy that those got approved as quickly as they did. Ah, here we go. Captain's log. Independent freighter. Getaway sticks. I want to retire on the groundbreaker. One more job, I told myself. Never had any trouble with outlaws until now. I told them what we were hauling, but they shut off comms and opened fire again. They're shooting a wound. It's only a matter of time till this bird falls out the sky, so I'm settling down in hopes that we can broker some agreement terms of surrender. Even if it means my head, at least the crew gets a fighting chance. Can't shake the feeling that we were ready for me. Like they knew exactly which route I'd take. What a way to end a career. Alright, so that's almost certainly just going to be information that there's some sort of a spy of some kind watching incoming and selling out ships. Although that's a sublight thug over there, so I have to imagine it's probably just sublight that's done it. Pirates, right? It's a little regrettable that sublight really, really like me, but MSI hate me. How far are you off from becoming partner on Twitch? A while at this rate. So I qualified in all but hours streamed a while ago when I was doing the watch a week, especially. There we go. Hello, friend. So I qualified for everything except for hours streamed while I was doing watch a week. But ever since watch a week, especially while doing the Outer Worlds, my average view account has dropped below the requirement for partner. Which makes sense, right? Like, they're an episodic series of streams that are based around an RPG. My channel's not typically known for RPGs. And obviously, if you miss, like, the start of it, a lot of people are concerned about spoilers and want to see it in a series of VODs instead. Super far shot. Outlaw squad leader, fine. But, hey, there we go. Captain Irian? I'm formulating a plan to deal with his ne'er-do-wells? Wait, is one of those Captain Irian? Oh? In there? No, that doesn't look like... It looks like a creature, if anything. Yeah, cannon mongrel. Because Captain Irian is actually one of the quests we have on Scylla. So yeah, effectively, if I do want to become partner at some point, I'm going to have to do like a series of streams with games that I more typically do. Which I'm fine with. Just not really the priority at the moment. Effectively, like, I mostly want partner just because... Well, there's two reasons. One of them's an aesthetic thing, which is I don't like that the prefix Rhapso5 is necessary. But the second thing is I want quality options to be available on every single stream so that I can just stream in high quality and people can choose what they can watch rather than occasionally just getting screwed and not having quality options on my streams.
Also detecting constipation, hair loss, reduced fertility due to tight trousers.
Oh.
Recommend stimulant injection.
Hair loss? You take that back.
Okay, so we're actually liberating Captain Irian here. Neat. Just destroy all of these, though. Destroy, I mean loot all of these. Alright, Irian, what's up?
Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
Captain Irian, I take it?
The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she?
No, I don't know any Wanda.
I wager she told you to say that, the sly old bird. I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. no offense.
He's a straight up Zap Brannigan type. I can't enjoy the character archetype at least. None taken. I'll let Wanda know shipment's on the way. You ought to be thanking me. You're lucky you're alive. Any idea what the pirates are after? I mean, the third's the most important to ask here.
Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle.
What will you do now? What corporation do you work for? Who are the meds for? Third.
Supposed to be for the Groundbreaker, but getting shot tends to hinder one's delivery plans.
I don't know. I made all my deliveries on time. Why does the Groundbreaker need your bootleg drugs? What corporation do you work for? Third first.
Hey, who are you calling bootleg? I'll have you know, these are 100% genuine stolen drugs.
Fine. Why does the Groundbreaker need stolen drugs?
Because the board, in all their herpetological wisdom, will only sell the meds at a huge markup. Groundbreaker knows better than to pay board prices. Not when they've got me running for them. More importantly, they can't afford to.
That makes sense. What corporation do you work for, though?
Not a damned one. I'm a free man. There isn't a corporate snake that can hold down the inimitable Captain Irion.
I mean, there's a little bit of charm in the bravado, I've got to admit. Also, hey Maxwell, good to see you.
Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, I'm as skilled a mechanic as I am a violence resolution expert. Then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late. Then you might consider defaulting and skipping station. Those fees will bankrupt you.
That kind of sounded like a hook for I am a companion.
You saved me the cost of ammunition.
But I've already got all my companions. Also, he does have like a specifically rendered face. Like it seems to have been customized rather than randomly generated. Which usually means that you're going to interact with that character a fair few times. Too boastful for companionship? I mean, we have Vicar Max. Vicar Max isn't really boastful as much as he's arrogant, though. Oh. Anyone else? Nope. Fine.
Here we go.
Crit weak spot damage is just perfect here. Leave them to take care of that for the rest of me. The other pungent one was over in this direction. We scouted it from the top. I wonder how actually large this area is, because it looks like there's just a giant hunting ground. It's entirely possible this leads into like an only town, and it's another kind of like relatively small colony.
Down they go.
On, lift the rock. Ah, no, no, no! I desperately wanted the enemy to lift the rock, but I didn't have my reload in time. Dodge! I wanted to shoot it out of the air and see what that would actually do for us. I haven't even used my N-ray weapon yet, though. Max is well-meaning, but he has no idea how to communicate without being condescending or an asshole or both. That's true. That's entirely true. It was kind of like against... it was against my best interest that I actually let him live initially, but I've grown more accustomed to him. I know, everyone having like a dark side that they are aware of and working with or working about. Working to lose, especially. I don't know, it makes them interesting.
This is a
Hey, Scylla, thank you very much for the gift sub to Peter Krabs. Much appreciated, Peter Krabs. Enjoy your emotes in chat, and welcome to the Republic. Also, that's your 100th gift sub. Can we get some, like, Rapso 5 yays in chat for Silly Student? Good God. Thank you so much, Silly. Sincerely. It's a shame that the gifts rolled over instead of just having the 100 at the top. Pretty sure I'm gonna have to come back here at some point and turn that off. Alright, fine. We'll actually just go back onto the beaten path. Should probably... Wait, hang on. Do you have a perk left? Each of you have a perk left? Did they level up again? Healed to 25% health went down. It wouldn't be a bad idea to pop that on you. I don't think. And then Yorka. I don't really want you to have stand your ground either. Either or should be fine. That or second wind. I'll do stand your ground on you though. New named gun. PRKS. Irian's flintlock. Irian has a great taste in semi-automatics. It's garbage. TBH. Pretty much complete garbage, sadly. I wonder how well N-ray damage is actually going to do against them. Captain's log. Independent freighter. Cat's meow. I don't necessarily know if this is or is not Irian, so I'm probably just going to go with the Zap Brannigan. Our scanners caught movement on the fringes of Scylla. Haven't seen anything since, but I get the impression we're being followed. I ordered engineering to go dark and drift cold for several hours. We should be indistinguishable from space debris. Should. Famous last words. Why do I feel like someone is targeting us and knows what to look for? If that's true, then we're already dead. So, this person's an independent contractor that goes around the world, right? We were an independent contractor for Sublight. And Lilia was telling us constantly to watch behind our own backs. And it was actually correct. Like, the UDL were onto us. Wonder if that's happened to this person as well. Only precedents I have for it. Also, I'm finding a bunch of captain's logs around here. I imagine that at some point we'll have a future quest that actually like gives us direct guides to them, rather than having to explore. Ooh, hello. Good camouflage. Although my N-ray damage is actually enough to kill these with headshots, which surprises me. Although these enemies aren't wearing that much armor, to be fair.
Oh, good. I'm fine.
Nice one.
One warning shot. If anyone's gonna get a warning shot, it's gonna be the sniper.
That's the last of them.
Okie dokie. Apparently that enemy was invisible. It's possible they have something like Stealth Boys or something. Weirdly late in the game to involve it though. So now you disintegrate people? Yeah, from time to time. People, bots, creatures. Pretty much anything on the opposite side of this gun.
Here we go.
Yeah. Plasma was gonna work better in this situation. I should have known. As soon as I swap to plasma, we just tear them apart.
Don't mess with us.
When you TTD over an enemy next time, check the top left to see their level. The enemies have levels? I know that in TTD, if you hover over an enemy, you can actually see like a little bit of fun information about them, kind of like Watchdog style. So I should be reading out those at the absolute least. And we'll try and make an effort to. At least a couple times. Yeah, those aren't actually accessible. It seems to be some sort of small encampment up there. Yeah, this is a tiny, tiny area. We have a lot of quests on Scylla for something that's quite so small. Let's find the final pungent... Actually, hang on. Let's tag the correct quest for it. Body's fancy clothes, pheromone glands. Okay, cool. Yeah, because this will give me the final one. I'm just going to stay away from the main encampment for a while. Go around the outsides, make sure that I find everything. It shouldn't just be an outlaw town. Given the amount of quests that we have in this area, we have to actually have people that we can talk to, non-hostile. Okay. Extremely quiet.
We can handle this.
Oh, they're not supposed to be able to see me for that. Reload faster, thank you.
Make up! I smite you in the name of the law.
Oh. That is the first moment that I started to turn with respect to Victor Max. Seeing his first shotgun shot. Especially because I'd accidentally hit V unintentionally. So it kind of just seemed like he was acting of his own accord. Yeah, definitely don't need all of that. Out of curiosity, did you play Andromeda? I've played only half of the first Mass Effect. I got to a planet where I had to drive a buggy around, and then I didn't want to do that, so I stopped doing that, and I didn't play it again.
Take you.
Nice hit!
And that's how it's done, Captain?
It's unfortunate, because I think I actually probably would have enjoyed Mass Effect a little bit. At least out of the BioWare RPGs, it'd be my most likely.
We were destined to prevail.
And then the pungent one is here. Thank you. So that's Nyoka's complete. And most of the hunting that we have to do broadly in this area is also complete. So yeah, we should just be able to run around here just completing a bunch of missions. All right, Harlow. Let's go to that first. What? Harlow's up there? Travel to his landing pad on Scylla. That's Byzantium. Oh! Right. Yeah, sorry. That's Felix's mission, not Vicar Max's mission. Sorry, I thought that was Vicar Max's mission, and I was looking for the Hermit up there. Alright. There's that one. And then acquire a science weapon on Scylla. After reviewing the data archive from Hephaestus mining outpost on Scylla, you have learned that a powerful weapon was used to kill one of the miners. Search the outpost for the weapon. I mean, we're already going to be doing that. Perfect. Nothing I love more than when a bunch of different quests line up well. So we're actually going to have to be crouched. Damn it. Only add a slightly faster speed. While we're making our way in, we might as well visit all of the stuff on the outskirts. Again, trying to make sure that we don't bypass anything important.
Nicely done.
Magnum. Shot cannon. And all kind of garbage that I'll just end up selling. At some point, I want the ability to sell some of my armor parts and my weapon parts. Just because it really seems like I can make a pretty penny out of those. It's just unfortunately, unless I'm certain that I never have to repair again. So, unless I'm on the final quests, I can't really afford to do it. Spoilery to ask what you can do with XP after... Sorry, is it spoilery to ask what you can do with the XP after hitting level cap? I don't know if you can do anything with the XP after hitting level cap. It's not necessarily, I don't think. Unless, you know... unless there was something directly tied to, oh no, when you hit level 30, something happens, etc, etc. I'd be surprised if that were the case, though. Okay, so just nothing in here whatsoever. Ah, there we go. So let's tinker the good word a couple times. Okay. The good word is at least back up to the damage that the other one was dealing, although it's not plasma. Good enough. Some weapons have a reset system with EXP as well, but I wasn't sure. A reset system how? Isn't like a prestiging of your level system? Did Nyoka just hiccup? There's something costs 6,000. Stuns and damages melee. No, you actually have a couple of those already. Back to power extendo sight and toughened. There's a Tremor Cleaver Ultra here that is actually pristine. Don't necessarily need it though. Alright, we're fine. We can bail on those, although I'll sell junk before I leave. In fact, I don't even care about making the extra money. I'll just sell all the extras. I'm going to keep Irians just because I've made it my practice so far to keep legendaries. But if I was selling legendaries, I could make so much money. I think I'll curl up under a duvet though. Body is shutting down. Sleep well, John. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated.
Here we go. Got one down.
All right, Big Max, finish him off.
Man of the claw.
Thanks, Vicar. Make sure absolutely nothing else can be explored. No, closed totally.
Vicar, huh?
Closed totally.
You a true believer, or do you just like the tides?
Why, that's borderline offensive, Ms. Ramnarine Wentworth. Of course I believe. The tithes are merely a well-earned bonus.
I'm at another...
Ah, damn it. I thought that was going to be the end of the conversation. Accidentally ended up skipping that extra line. Hopefully they repeat it at some point. Because I don't know if I'm going to have these two party members for a particularly long period of time. Hello. Hermit's name,
What
Hermit.
have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
I mean, I hadn't planned on it, but if you'd prefer... Where are your valuables? I'm going to go for 4 just to end that conversation quickly. Then I'm going to pop my hat on just in case. Just in case this is a hat-based situation.
Do you come seeking...
Well, actually, hang on. It could also be a hat-based and non-withdrawal situation. Yeah, we're here to rob you. What do you got? That depends. Who are you? Let's go for that one.
Oh, the audacity. Strangers enter my home and demand to know who I am? What fun. Is this a multiple choice question? Because I'm not sure I remember anymore.
Well, the ex-con obviously lied to us. This woman is nothing but a buffoon. In that case, we came here to rob you. I'm gonna say the first one.
No, she's not. She's a lady of transcendent wisdom. Can you not see that?
Very astute. And I'm out here to meditate and contemplate the unendurable mystery without being bothered. So why are you bothering me?
French lessons? We're here to get the book translated, Max.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Look, can we just move this along here, please? Hermit lady, enough talk. How about you throw Max a bone? Or we've come a long way to get Max some peace. Is there anything you can do to help? That one.
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
All right, when you say ingredients, you mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
Too few RPGs allow you to do hallucinogenics with your companions. Too few of them. What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
Well, Max just said he was prepared, didn't he?
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
Well, shit. We've come this far. If we die, at least we'll die hearing colors and seeing sound.
Are we all doing it? I'm committing to... I'm committed to taking as many drugs as possible, so count me in.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Mm-hmm. Pop situation. I'm familiar. All right. Keep this hat on for a bit. You heard Rhapsody, kids? Don't do school, stay in drugs. Okay, so hopefully part of that was influenced by the fact that my character has drug addiction. The ability to respond like that. Fingers crossed at the absolute least. Save. Hold to breathe deeply.
Poor Maximilian. Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
Hey, it's
My
rude.
face? What's wrong with your face? Where'd you get that second mouth? I want a second mouth.
If only I had known that... So I thought that was going to be a cutscene, which is why I turned the cam off. If only I had known that I was going to get to trip out with the people that I brought, I probably would have brought Felix, TBH. Your mother's right, Max. We should listen to her. If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too? Right the first time, Max. This is all bullshit. Don't believe it. Or attack. See what happens if you hit her. Alright. Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home, and you figured out the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself. If she's a hallucination, why am I seeing her too?
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
What in the void do you expect him to find inside himself? It's just blood and squishy bits and... Oh no. If I vomit on you, I want you to know I ain't sorry.
We came all this way, we ought to at least hear her out. Okay, Vision Mom, how about giving us answers instead of hollow platitudes? So don't listen to this crap, Max. You were right, this is all just a sick joke. Well, we go for the first one.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life after all these years. Has he told you how he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Ooh.
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better... more full of the plan. This year, it's all coming out wrong. The plan. It filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I could tell you all manner of stories. If I weren't... I'm sticking to alcohol from now on.
Yep, it seems like what we've done here is more ayahuasca than anything else, especially with the consistent references to vomiting. Your mom's right, Max. The story has blinded you to the truth and landed you in prison. Seeing the truth is easier said than done. How about we cut to the chase here, lady? Figment, or shut this crap down, Max. You don't need this. Seeing the truth is easier said than done.
You want me to give up my discipline? My control? I can't. I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
You need to love the chaos, Maximilian. Let it envelop you. Take you where it will. Besides, you really have no choice anyway.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against me?
No, it's your brain trying to heal itself.
All right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Max, I figured it out. You need to kill this guy now. I want to let them talk, though, because this is super interesting. But what if I never get the option to go for intelligence after this point? I absolutely love this mission as well. It's very, 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 it rings true, I'd say. Figured it out, Max. You need to kill this guy right the hell now.
What are you talking about?
He's your self. You need to get rid of him. Get it? It's almost like a bad joke.
I can do that.
Here they come.
As long as that wasn't the
I see
hermit.
you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
What happened? Thankfully, all that talking and arguing ruined my high. What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
So, a lot of research has been done recently into certain different drugs and the mechanisms they might have for resolving anxiety and drug-resistant or treatment-resistant depression. This quest is mimicking a large amount of what those findings show at this point as well, which is goddamn unique for an RPG to be exploring those in particular. But I don't know. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime subscription. Enjoy your emotes in chat and welcome to the Republic. Because there is this large description of especially extremely anxious people experiencing a guided trip, oftentimes ayahuasca or ketamine, and being able to resolve internal tensions that allow them to live in the moment more than to analyze the moment consistently. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence of that out there, but there are increasingly studies as well. This is just a perfect representation of that. I love it. Glad you found the answers you were looking for. And this, honestly, this specific kind of thing is something I've been thinking about for like 2 years now. I would love to do this and see if it would help my anxiety at all. It's something like I obsess over, like obsessively read headlines and stuff about. I'm glad you found the answers you were looking for, Max.
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
There may be something to that. You seem happy, or at least not angry. If you say so. I mean, first one.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Easy does it.
Check on Max's mental state. Perfect. That'd be nice if it worked. I think I'd be too scared to try. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a scary possibility, and you know, Zindberg's theory of drug set and setting would say that being scared of it sets up a setting in which it might not necessarily be as impactful, but God, it seems interesting as an idea, and seems like there are reasonable mechanisms by which it might work. Oh God, think if you haven't seen it and you're a fan of Simon Amstel, I would recommend Simon Amstel's Netflix special Set Free,
have you found
because
your
it's about
answers?
him being a
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
it's that is from Simon Amstel, who's like a notoriously anxious comedian, British comedian, who also went and actually had that experience and reports back on it through the entirety of it. Obviously, it's entirely anecdotal evidence, and also it's literally a stand-up comedy routine. Don't take it as information, but as a way of explaining the experience and the mechanisms by which it might occur, it's useful. You don't like yourself that much to even consider any possible positive effect? How so? I don't necessarily understand your implication there. Kaze, good to see you. Existence is simpler with your eyes closed. Take courage to open them.
It looks like you learned something in there as well.
No, already knew that. I was just enjoying myself.
Of course you were.
I'm tired of talking. We're leaving. We should go.
I hope your answers you have found are satisfactory. If they're satisfactory, they must be lies.
Fair. I kind of... Do I have the ability to come back? Damn it. I don't have the ability to come back and just bring different companions.